When you grow old, the lazier you're at these 9 things, the happier you are. As we age, society often tells us to stay busy, keep moving, and always be productive. We hear messages that slowing down is a bad thing, that taking life easier means we're giving up. But what if the true key to happiness in old age isn't about doing more, but about doing less? Yes, you heard that right. There are certain things in life that the less you care about them, the happier you will be. These are the things that drain your energy, steal your joy, and create unnecessary stress. When you learn to let go, you make space for peace, contentment, and the freedom to enjoy the time you have. So, let's talk about the 9 things you should become lazy at as you grow older. The more you let go, the lighter your heart will feel, and the more happiness you will invite into your life. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Stop worrying about what others think of you. For most of our lives, we are conditioned to seek approval. We want to be liked, respected, and accepted. We measure our words carefully, dress appropriately, and behave in ways that fit expectations, sometimes at the cost of our own happiness. But as you grow older, you realize a liberating truth. Other people's opinions do not define you. Think about it. How many times in your life have you held yourself back because you were afraid of what others might say? Maybe you hesitated to speak your mind, to wear what you truly loved, or to make a bold decision because of fear of judgment. But looking back, does any of that matter now? Those moments of self-doubt and hesitation stole time that could have been spent living freely, fully, and authentically. The truth is, people will always have opinions. Some will admire you, some will criticize you, and some will misunderstand you no matter what you do. That's just human nature. But the most important thing to remember is this: what others think of you is none of your business. Their thoughts belong to them, and they have no power over your peace unless you give it to them. Imagine the freedom of waking up every morning and living exactly as you please, wearing what makes you feel comfortable, speaking without fear, making choices that align with your true self. Imagine how much lighter life feels when you no longer seek validation from those who do not walk in your shoes or understand your journey. At this stage in life, you owe it to yourself to be unapologetically you. You have lived, loved, lost, and learned. You have nothing to prove, no approval to chase, and no need to explain yourself. Your happiness does not depend on the opinions of others. It depends on how fully you embrace who you are. So let them think what they want. Let them whisper, judge, or form their opinions. And while they do, you will be too busy living a life that feels good to you. Because in the end, the only opinion that truly matters is the one you hold about yourself. Choose to live freely, joyfully, and without regret. 2. Stop stressing over the past. The past is a heavy thing to carry, yet so many of us drag it along, replaying old memories, dwelling on mistakes, and wondering how things could have been different. We hold on to regrets, words we should have said, decisions we wish we had made, moments we wish we could relive. But the truth is, no amount of thinking, worrying, or wishing can change what has already happened. When you look back, do you see the times you stumbled, or do you recognize the strength that got you back up? Do you focus on the opportunities you missed, or do you acknowledge the lessons those experiences taught you? Life has never been perfect, and it never will be. But every joy, every mistake, every challenge, it has all shaped you into the person you are today. And that person is not defined by past missteps, but by the resilience, wisdom, and growth that came from them. Imagine if you could free yourself from the weight of regret. Imagine waking up each morning without the burden of what ifs and if onlys. What would life feel like if instead of mourning the past, you embraced the present with open arms? The past may have brought you pain, but it also gave you moments of laughter, love, and deep connections. It was never meant to be a prison. It was meant to be a teacher. At this stage in life, your greatest gift is the time you have now. Every moment you spend dwelling on what you cannot change is a moment lost from the beauty of today. Choose to remember your past not as a collection of regrets, but as proof of your survival, your growth, and your journey. Release what no longer serves you. Forgive yourself, not because you must, but because you deserve peace. Life is fleeting, and you deserve to spend the years ahead feeling light, free, and content. The past does not hold your happiness, the present does. Let it go and allow yourself the peace you have always deserved. 3. Stop trying to fix everyone's problems. For much of your life, you've carried the weight of others, offering advice, solving problems, and doing everything you could to ease the burdens of those you love. It's a natural instinct, especially for parents, grandparents, and caregivers. You've spent decades being the one people turn to, the one who held things together, the one who made sacrifices so others could be happy. But as you grow older, you begin to realize something profound. It is not your job to fix everything for everyone. There comes a time when you must step back, not because you don't care, but because you finally understand that each person has their own path to walk. You cannot shield your children from their mistakes. You cannot prevent your loved ones from experiencing hardships, and you cannot solve every crisis that arises. No matter how much wisdom you offer, some lessons in life must be learned firsthand, and that's okay. It is not a sign of indifference to let go. It is a sign of trust. Trust that the people you love are capable of finding their own way. Trust that just as you faced challenges and overcame them, they too will grow through their struggles. It's not easy to step aside, especially when you see someone you care about making choices that might lead to pain. But remember this, your role now is not to carry their burdens, but to be a steady, loving presence when they need you. Imagine the peace that comes from releasing the need to fix everything. Imagine the weight that lifts when you realize that it's okay to simply be there, to listen without offering solutions, to love without needing to rescue. The time you have now is precious, and it should be spent in joy, not in constant worry about things beyond your control. Give yourself permission to focus on your own well-being, your own happiness, and your own peace. You have spent years giving to others. Now is the time to give to yourself. Let go of the responsibility that was never truly yours to bear. Let others find their way, and in doing so, you will find your own freedom. 4. Stop chasing perfection and let go of regret. Perfection is a mirage, something we spend our younger years chasing, only to realize later that it never truly existed. We strive to be the perfect parent, the perfect partner, the perfect friend. We push ourselves to make the right choices, avoid mistakes, and live up to expectations. And yet, no matter how hard we try, there are always moments we wish we could change, decisions we question, and paths we wonder about. But as you grow older, you come to understand something important. Perfection was never the goal. Growth was. Think about the times you felt like you failed. Did you truly fail, or did you learn? Every mistake you made, every misstep you took, every moment of uncertainty, it all led you here. You are not the sum of your regrets. You are the sum of your resilience. Life was never meant to be flawless. It was meant to be experienced, felt, and lived. So many people spend their later years dwelling on the past, replaying old memories with sadness, thinking, if only I had done this differently, if only I had made another choice, if only I had been better. But regret does nothing but steal the joy from the present. You cannot rewrite history, but you can choose how you see it. Instead of looking at the past with sorrow, look at it with gratitude. Every twist and turn, every mistake and success, every heartbreak and joy, it all made you who you are today. And who you are today is someone who has lived, who has loved, and who still has so much life left to enjoy. Now is the time to let go of the impossible pursuit of perfection and embrace the beauty of imperfection. The wrinkles on your skin, the stories in your heart, the lessons etched into your soul. These are marks of a life well lived. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be real, to be human, to be uniquely you. So stop chasing something that was never real. Let go of regret. Celebrate your journey with all its ups and downs. And remember, happiness is not found in perfection. It's found in acceptance, in self-love, and in the freedom to embrace every moment just as it is. 5. Stop accumulating unnecessary things. For much of our lives, we are taught that success is measured by what we own. A bigger house, a newer car, a closet filled with clothes, shelves overflowing with trinkets. We buy, collect, and store, believing that these things will bring us happiness, security, or a sense of accomplishment. But as the years pass, a quiet truth emerges. Possessions do not make life richer, experiences, relationships, and peace do. Look around your home. How much of what you have truly adds joy to your life? How many things sit untouched in drawers, tucked away in cabinets, or collecting dust on shelves? The older we get, the more we realize that so much of what we once thought was essential is, in reality, just stuff. And stuff, no matter how expensive or beautiful, cannot bring us the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from love, laughter, and meaningful moments. There is a lightness that comes with letting go. Imagine walking into a home that is free of clutter, where everything you own has meaning, purpose, or sentimental value. Imagine the freedom of knowing that you are not burdened by things that no longer serve you. When you release unnecessary possessions, you make room for what truly matters: peace, simplicity, and the ability to focus on what brings you real happiness. Now is the time to free yourself from the weight of excess. Give away what you no longer need. Pass down cherished items to loved ones who will appreciate them. Donate to those who can use what no longer serves you. And most importantly, shift your focus from owning things to experiencing life. Instead of accumulating objects, accumulate memories, moments of joy, deep conversations, quiet walks, and time spent with the people who matter most. At this stage in life, the greatest treasures are not found in what we have, but in what we feel. The warmth of a grandchild's hug, the comfort of an old friend's voice, the peace of a morning spent in stillness. These are the things that fill the soul. Let go of the unnecessary, embrace simplicity, and discover the profound joy that comes from owning less but living more. 6. Stop trying to please everyone. For much of your life, you have likely put others first, saying yes when you wanted to say no, attending events out of obligation, and making choices to avoid disappointing others. You sacrificed your own comfort to meet expectations, often at the cost of your own happiness. But as the years pass, a powerful truth becomes clear. You cannot please everyone, and you were never meant to. Think about all the times you stretched yourself thin, trying to make others happy. Did it ever truly satisfy them? Did it bring you peace, or did it leave you feeling exhausted and unfulfilled? The reality is, no matter what you do, there will always be someone who wishes you had done it differently. People have their own opinions, expectations, and desires, but none of them should dictate how you live your life. Now is the time to reclaim your freedom. It is not selfish to choose yourself. It is necessary. Your time, your energy, and your peace are precious, and they should not be spent on things that drain you or bring you no joy. If something doesn't feel right, give yourself permission to walk away. If an event or obligation feels more like a chore than a pleasure, it is okay to decline. If someone demands more from you than you are willing or able to give, set a boundary. Imagine the relief of no longer feeling responsible for making everyone else happy. Imagine the joy of waking up and deciding how you want to spend your day, not based on what others expect, but on what truly brings you fulfillment. The people who genuinely love and respect you will understand, and those who don't, their approval was never worth your peace in the first place. At this stage in life, your happiness should be a priority. You have spent decades caring for others, putting their needs ahead of your own. Now, you deserve to care for yourself. Surround yourself with those who appreciate you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Let go of the guilt that comes with saying no. And most importantly, live in a way that honors your heart, your desires, and your well-being. Because when you stop trying to please everyone, you finally start pleasing the one person who matters most, you. 7. Stop rushing through life. For so many years, life was a race. There were schedules to keep, deadlines to meet, responsibilities to juggle, mornings were hurried, days were packed, and nights were spent planning for the next thing. Life moved fast, and there was always something that needed to be done. But now, as you grow older, you realize something profound. There is no rush anymore. Time is no longer something to be conquered. It is something to be savored. The world around you moves quickly, but you no longer have to keep up. There is no need to fill every hour with tasks or feel guilty for taking your time. Now is the time to embrace the beauty of slow living, to breathe deeply, to enjoy the moments that once slipped past unnoticed. Have you ever truly watched the sunrise? Not just seen it in passing, but really watched it. The way the sky transforms, the way the light touches everything it meets. Have you ever sat with a cup of coffee and simply listened? The quiet hum of life around you, the rustling of leaves, the distant laughter of children. These are the things that make life rich. Not the rushed days or the busy schedules, but the small, quiet moments of presence. There is no need to hurry anymore. You have nowhere to be but here. There is no need to rush through a meal. Let yourself taste every bite. There is no need to walk quickly. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Let the air fill your lungs. Take in the world around you. There is no need to check the clock so often. Let the day unfold naturally, without the weight of urgency. At this stage in life, your greatest gift is time. Not time to do more, but time to truly experience life. The simplest pleasures, watching a bird build its nest, hearing the laughter of a loved one, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, are the ones that bring the deepest joy. So slow down. Be present. Let life be a collection of moments that you truly live, rather than a series of days that simply pass. Because happiness is not found in how much you accomplish. It is found in how deeply you experience the moments you have left. 8. Stop worrying about the future. Worry is a thief. It sneaks into your thoughts late at night, whispering fears about what might happen, filling your mind with questions that have no answers. What if my health declines? What if I outlive my savings? What if I become a burden to my family? These thoughts loop endlessly, robbing you of peace and stealing the joy from the present moment. But here's a truth that comes with age and wisdom. Worry changes nothing except your ability to enjoy today. How many times in your life have you worried about something that never even happened? How much time have you spent fearing the worst only to find that things worked out in ways you never expected? The future is always uncertain. It always has been, and it always will be. But no amount of overthinking can control it. No amount of anxiety can stop time or rewrite what is meant to unfold. Instead of filling your heart with fear, fill it with trust. Trust that you have faced countless challenges before and survived every single one. Trust that life has a way of working itself out, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Trust that you are stronger, more capable, and more resilient than you sometimes believe. Most importantly, shift your focus from what might happen to what is happening right now. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your favorite meal, the laughter of a friend, the simple pleasure of a quiet morning. These are the moments that truly matter. These are the gifts that worry tries to steal. Yes, the future is uncertain, but that is not a reason to live in fear. It is a reason to live fully. You have this day, this hour, this breath. And if you fill each moment with gratitude instead of anxiety, you will realize that happiness is not found in controlling what's ahead, but in embracing the beauty of what is already here. Let go of the need to predict, plan, and control every outcome. Trust in your own resilience. Release the weight of unnecessary fear and allow yourself the peace you have always deserved. Because in the end, life is not measured by how much you worried. It is measured by how much you lived. 9. Stop holding on to anger. Anger is a heavy burden, yet so many carry it for years, sometimes even for a lifetime. The wounds of the past, the betrayals, the words that should not have been spoken, the moments that changed everything, these things can stay lodged deep in the heart, refusing to let go. But the truth is, anger does not punish the person who hurt you. It only punishes you. Think about it. Every time you replay that painful memory, every time you let resentment resurface, who suffers? The person who wronged you has likely moved on. But you? You relive the pain over and over, allowing it to take up space in your mind, your heart, and your soul. And with every moment spent in anger, you lose another moment of peace. But here's something powerful to understand. Forgiveness is not about excusing what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of it. It is not about saying that what they did was right. It is about saying, I refuse to let this control me any longer. You deserve peace. You deserve to wake up in the morning without the shadow of past pain hanging over you. You deserve to experience the rest of your life with a heart that is light, not burdened by bitterness. Imagine how it would feel to let go, to truly release that anger, that resentment, that pain. Imagine the relief, the clarity, the sense of freedom. Forgiveness is not for them. It is for you. It is a gift you give yourself, a decision to choose peace over pain, love over resentment, and joy over bitterness. It does not mean forgetting. It means no longer allowing the past to define your present. Life is too short to carry anger. The years ahead should not be filled with old wounds, but with new joys. Let go of the grudges that serve no purpose. Allow yourself the space to feel happiness without the weight of resentment, because in the end, holding on to anger does not change the past, but releasing it changes your future. Final thoughts. The art of letting go. Growing older is often seen as a process of loss, the loss of youth, the loss of energy, the loss of time. But what if aging is not about losing, but about shedding? Shedding the weight of expectations, the burden of worries, and the pressure to be someone you no longer need to be. What if happiness in old age is not found in doing more, but in doing less, not in accumulating, but in releasing. So much of life is spent striving for success, for approval, for certainty. We rush, we plan, we worry. We carry burdens that were never meant to be ours, hold on to grudges that no longer serve us, and spend years trying to be what others expect. But as you step into this chapter of life, you have an opportunity to unburden yourself. You are no longer bound by the demands of a career, the pressures of raising a family, or the need to prove yourself to the world. You have already done so much. Now, your greatest responsibility is not to meet expectations, it is to find peace within yourself. There is a deep wisdom that comes with age, a wisdom that whispers, let go. Let go of the need to impress. Let go of the regrets that linger in the corners of your mind. Let go of the fears that steal your sleep. Let go of the people who do not nourish your soul. Let go of the belief that you must do more to be worthy, because you already are. Life is not meant to be carried like a heavy load. It is meant to be lived with lightness, with ease, with joy. Imagine waking up every morning without the weight of the past, without the stress of the future, just the simple, beautiful presence of now. Imagine living each day with a heart that is free, a mind that is at peace, and a spirit that is open to whatever life still has to offer. That is the true gift of aging, the freedom to live for yourself in the way that feels most true to you. There is no race to run anymore, no one to impress, no approval to seek. The only thing that matters is how fully you experience the moments that remain. Find happiness in the quiet beauty of a sunrise, in the laughter of a grandchild, in the softness of an old song that brings back memories. Choose simplicity over clutter, presence over distraction, peace over conflict. In the end, life is not measured by how much you owned, how busy you were, or how many people approved of you. It is measured by how much love you gave, how much laughter you shared, and how much peace you allowed yourself to feel. Let go of everything that no longer serves you and make space for the joy that has always been waiting. Live light, live wise, live happy. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.